With their guests left to their own somewhat dubious devices, Dee and Jeff turned their attention to other tasks. An excited Dee applied for a crafts fair being sponsored by the Goldscon Business Association. With the influx of tourists, the fair would be the perfect sales venue for her Bud the Bear merchandise. Knowing this second gold rush would eventually end like all rushes do, Jeff was on a mission to add activities besides the slews to the motel's offerings. Dee found her fellow motelier about to mount an electric bicycle in the circular gravel drive fronting the motel. She eyed Jeff with skepticism. "Where did you get that and why?" "I got it slightly used from an online marketplace. Electric bikes are popular right now. We could buy a couple and charge our guests a small fee to rent them by the hour. It looks like an accident waiting to happen. They're safe, as long as you ride at a slow speed." Jeff fired up the bike. He hopped on and took off. It only took a few feet for him to lose control and topple over. Dee helped him up. "Are you okay?" Jeff dusted himself off. "Yeah, except for a couple of small scrapes. I don't think they're meant to be ridden on gravel. Considering that's all we have around the Golden, maybe look for a different activity." "I already have a possible alternative." He limped over to his backpack and pulled out a package. "Slingshots." He took one out of the package, along with a tube of wooden balls. "We can set up soda cans and have contests to see who can knock the most down." Dee gave him a look. "And there's no way a guest won't try and use the slingshot against some poor, defenseless squirrel, is there?" "I didn't think of that," Jeff admitted, embarrassed. "Forget the slingshots. Too bad, they're cool." He loaded a ball into the slingshot and released it. The ball went flying out of sight. There was the sound of breaking glass, followed by the sound of something shattering. Uh-oh. Dee craned her neck to check out the damage. "Wow, that made a perfect hole the exact size of the ball. Luckily, it was in the window of your cabin and not one of our guests. You better check and see where the ammo landed. For your sake, I hope it didn't take out your computer screen." Jeff groaned. Dee extracted her keys from her fanny pack. "I'm going into Goldscon. I haven't heard anything back about my crafts fair application, so I'm going to check in person. You need anything?" "Nah, I'm good." Jeff examined a scrape on his arm caused by the fall from the electric bike. "Maybe some antibiotic ointment." Dee left Jeff figuring out what to do with his ill-fated, non-returnable purchase and took off for Goldscon. No cars were allowed inside the historic site, so she parked in a lot on the outskirts and entered the equivalent of a time tunnel.